bags where horror lies.
Welcome back to Body Bags. This is week number 474. This is a random week. I'll be your host, Jason from Horrific Nightmares. And continuing on my Brian DePalma overview, this week I picked The Fury. Definitely one of his more underrated films. Okay, The Fury is a 1978 film which runs approximately 118 minutes and is directed by Brian DePalma. He was responsible, of course, for Obsession, Mission to Mars, and Sisters. Now this stars Kirk Douglas as Peter. He passed away on February 5th, 2020 at the age of 103. That is amazing. He was in Spartacus, Lust for Life, and Ace in the Hole. This also stars John Cassavetes as Childress. He passed away on February 3rd, 1989 at the age of 59. He was in Love Streams, The Dirty Dozen, and Rosemary's Baby. He played the husband of Rosemary. And Carrie Snodgrass as Hester. She passed away on April 1st, 2004 at the age of 58. She was in Pale Rider, Wild Things, and Murphy's Law with Charles Bronson. Now this had a budget of $5.5 million, and like I said, this is one of, in my opinion, Brian De Palma's more underrated films. It's got a interesting premise to it, and it's a premise that I always enjoyed. You have Kirk Douglas, who plays in a U.S. Secret agent. His son has telekinetic powers, and after they're on vacation, his son gets kidnapped by a supposed terrorist group. Now, he is presumed dead, but of course, being a U.S. agent, he's not dead, and he hires a woman named Hester, played by Carrie Snodgrass, who has similar powers to her son, in order for her to figure out who captured him and what they're using him for. And of course, Kirk Douglas wants to save his son. That's pretty much the story in a nutshell. That's about as far as I want to go with it. This is a movie that definitely needs to be seen because it's freaking awesome. And this always intrigued me because in one of my favorite movies of all time, which I did review on this channel, I reviewed the regular cut and the television cut of Terror in the Isles. There was always a scene from this film that really intrigued me, and I had to see the film because of that scene in Terror in the Isles. And the scene, if you guys are familiar with Terror in the Isles, I'm talking about is, it's a carnival scene, which I always love carnival scenes. And you have a bunch of Middle Easterners that get on this ride at a carnival. And Andrew Stevens, of course, is there. And you're not really sure why he's there because, of course, it's Terror in the Isles and you only get scenes from the film. But you see these veins pulsating in his head, and you're led to believe that he's actually taking the screws out of the ride with his mind in order to assassinate these Middle Eastern people. And like I said, that always intrigued me, and it made me want to see this film so bad. And when I did, let me tell you something, I was not disappointed. This is definitely one to check out. Like I said, it's one of his more underrated films, in my opinion. But I mean, just look at the cast. I mean, you have Kirk Douglas and John Cassavetes, who unfortunately was lost to us way too soon. And there's also Amy Irving, who played in a lot of Brian De Palma's other films. So this one's a definite one to check out. I think you'll like it. It's more of a horror thriller, political a little bit, like a political horror thriller. So yeah, check this one out, and if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.